Now, oftentimes, here are the warnings. You're going to hear $1 million idea. You have to make sure that you don't have a $1 mind tonight.
You better come through, sir.
So as you hear this $1 million idea, we want to brainwash to make sure that your mind is ready to receive information that could be critical to your success. Okay? I'm ready to bring forth the first woman of God that will be speaking tonight. I met her some years ago, and in meeting her some years ago, you can tell when a person is appointed to do great things because their voice is bigger than who they are. When she speaks, other people listen. There's some people that speak, nobody listens. She's now in one of the chairman positions in our company. I say the chairman position. She's breaking records right now. So she's getting ready to share about you being next. How many of you would not mind being next? If 6 figures were possible for you,
come on, sir,
before the end of this year,
come on, sir,
how many of you would say, I'm next?
I'm next.
So let's start clapping tonight for the one and only Dr. Chyna.
Opportunity to really work closely together. So I know the greatness that you guys are connected to in Houston, Texas. So let's give that a round of applause for people in Houston, Texas. This company is going to be founded on 3 solid pillars. The first one is relationships. Relationships will open up doors that you didn't even know existed. I'm telling you right now, relationships is so important. So the person who invited you here, y'all have a relationship. And they've just given you access to hear information that will take you into dimensions that you didn't even know existed, depending on how open your mind is to receive it. See, some of y'all came here thinking y'all was doing somebody a favor. But what you did not know is that they were doing you a favor by letting you in on some of their connection. Do you hear what I'm saying to you right now? Somebody better say, I'm the plug, I got the connections, right? I'm the plug, I got the connections, right? This is a multi-trillion-dollar per day industry, and you just got the keys.
Come on, man.
What? Something that most of us have never been exposed to. Guys, listen, the second pillar is results. How many people know that you want to be connected with people that have the kind of results that you would like to have?
Come on now.
Yeah, we're talking about the kind of results that you want. Results are important. So the company is based on relationships, results, and residual. When I was exposed to residual income, you couldn't pay me to go on nobody's job. Now, I'm not going to talk about your job here today. I'm not one of them JLB chicks just over broke time. I'm not here to make you feel no kind of way but empowered and ready to go because you know you next. Somebody say, I'm next.
I'm next.
Yes, right? So at the end of the day, the reality is they showed me how I could make money in my sleep. And that means that the results that you see other people getting, there will be no denying for you to get. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Because we all know that God has no respect to person. So I decided to partner with this company right here and get into a relationship with a company that I felt was the #1 company in the industry for what I needed. They had the audacity to teach me how to multiply my money. Come on, it didn't matter if I had 50 cents, a quarter, $1, $5, or 10. They said, I'm going to show you how to multiply that money, and I'm going to make it even sweeter for you. I'm going to make it real convenient for you. Since you're connected to your phone, slightly addicted to your phone, I'm going to show you how we can turn your phone into an ATM machine. iMarkets Vibe is a company that provides to you the ability to learn how to trade the foreign exchange market. It's not stocks, ladies and gentlemen. We are buying and selling currencies like the US dollar versus the Great British Pound. How would you like to be in the middle of the largest wealth transfer of our time, where money is moving from nation to nation and you're right in the middle and they have to come through you every time they exchange? So that means everybody in the room has the ability to participate. We playing like the banks play now, because this is what the banks have already been doing with your money. system that will give you access to softwares, apps, communities, as well as education that is going to teach you how. I don't think you're going to come in this one session, you're going to leave here and you got it all figured out. Well, I got to do my research first. On what? You don't even know what we're talking about. Who you going to go ask? Is there anybody in your phone that you want to really change places with? I mean, they got some wives in here, they're going to say, well, before I make a decision, you know, me and my husband have agreed that I'm going to consult him first. I said, okay, look like you got about 22 inches in your hair, 24, 26, 28. So I'm going to average that if that's some virgin, right? That's about 5.5 I'm talking about, right? Yep. And then you have to pay for it to get installed. Yep. What did that conversation sound like when you consulted hubby about that $750 that you spent? You better stop playing with your future like that, playing with your children, disrespecting them like that. You better stop that foolishness because you think that sounds cute. That's not cute. We are grown adults. We have to do what's best to move the family forward. Yes, ma'am. And as cute as you look with your 22, 24, 26 inches in your hair, that is not going to move the family forward. So you can invest in that virgin ring, them red bottoms in that bag, without a conversation with hubby, with your pretending to be submissive self, okay? Now I can talk like this. I've been married for almost 16 years. And I'm going to tell you right now, hubby appreciate me being the type of woman I am. How am I going to ask that man about Forex and I know neither one of us know about this stuff? We clueless. These people making money. Boy, look, let me tell you what we're doing right now. This thing is amazing. People getting paid. Look at the move. This is what we're doing. You hear me? Do you hear me? So we're talking about a solid company. We've been open since 2013. They got some companies that can't stay open for 6 months. We've been around. We're profitable. We're debt-free. There's no third-party services. All of our marketing is going through word of mouth. So that means that the company is paying you to share this with other people if you decide to. Come on now. Now, I like to know who I'm in partnership with. So what I decided to do was, I said, listen, there's an event that's happening in Dallas. Jewel, you remember this event. I need to make sure that we know the vision of the visionaries. See, while everybody else is studying what Forex is, I want to study who the people are and what their vision is, right? Christopher Terry has 22 years of experience trading Forex. Now, if Serena Williams was going to give you the ability to be mentored by her, how many people would take it because you know she's a pro at what she does? You would jump on that quickly, right? And you know that you would probably be a lot more advanced than most because most don't have the experience that she has. Well, that's what we're getting in this Forex space. This guy has been quoted in several books and magazines. He's even been on The Money Show, CNN. This guy right here knows what he's doing in this Forex space. And so I want to be connected with experts in their areas, even if I'm not an expert in that area. Then he has his co-founder, Mrs. Isis Delatorre, who comes to the table with so much financial education and experience. She has a Series 7 as well as her Series 63. She is fluent in Spanish and conversational in French. She is smart. She's seen the behind-the-scenes things that take place with your money, how they grow it, and only give you some pennies. Wow. I mean, how many people getting at least 2% a year on their money in their savings account? At least 2%. Well, he did this. Well, the reality is most people not getting 1%. And the truth is, half of the people in this room may not even know what they're getting back. They didn't even know they're supposed to get something back. Oh, supposed to get something back? Because usually at the end of the month, what happens? We're paying fees. Yep. Right? Yep. So this is amazing. So then you have Alex Morton. They said, listen, we got something sound here. We have an earn and learn concept where you can learn how to do something, but even while you're learning, you can earn money. What? Yes. So you're saying before I become a pro, I can actually start making some money? Yes. They said, listen, the reality is we got technology and we have convenience. And millennials have waken up to the reality that the way their parents have done things is really not really working for the masses. Right. Come on now. Right. See, this is why they're not interested in some of the things that the parents are telling them to do. They're like, well mama, daddy, you're telling me to do what you did, it ain't work for you. Amen. And so we have to tap into the millennials because they're bolder and they're daring, right? They like technology in their phones, so we brought on Alex Morton, the VP VP of sales. This man is traveling all around the world, sharing this information with people right now. This guy at 27 years old has already earned $4 million. Yeah. So this is what Isis said. Isis says that Chris and I believe in creating a true vehicle, because some people are in the wrong car and they've been in the wrong car for a long time. You know how you get in your car and you know something wrong with the car? Wow. Now watch this. Now you know something is wrong with the car, and it's getting to the point that the engine could potentially go out in this car. But for whatever reason, you don't even realize that you can get out of that car and go on the lot and just choose another car. Yeah. Come on. Some people are still riding a bike with dreams and hopes to get to Africa. And it's never dawned on you that this bicycle is not going to take you to Africa. The opportunity to copy, paste, and profit, the expert trainer just sends me all the answers to the test, and I just get to fill them in. So I copied what he sent me, I pasted it into the app that we use to execute our trades, and I get all of the benefit. I like that right there. I mean, I felt like I did it. I'm the one pressed it, right? I want to bring up a woman who I have a huge amount of respect for, that's going to get into the next few products and talk a little bit more about our compensation plan. This is a woman who, I mean, we met about 8-9 years ago. And I remember the first time we met, she one of those type chicks that, you know, first of all, she likes to win. She's winning, and she partners with winners. Right. Girl, yeah, I heard how much you made. I was like, oh, okay. Because we were doing big numbers, and the numbers inspired each other. See, when you are being stretched and you are stretching to new levels, you want to be around people that's going to continue to stretch you. So we were able to have that conversation, because I know the next question wasn't going to be, can you loan me something? Right. I knew the next question was going to be what the next goal was and how quick we were going to get to that space. So you follow what I'm saying to you? So I was okay with that dialogue, because she then got on a stage and talked about, this was 8 years ago. She had 2 planes 8 years ago. 2 planes. How much planes? We doing planes now? She didn't say she had 2 Bentleys, 2 Rolls Royces, 2 planes. What? Yes. But more importantly than the stuff, her heart for people. Right. When nobody not looking. Absolutely. The way she would pray and cover you. Yes. Without no credit. She don't need no credit for that. The intimate conversations in a quiet time, and even more importantly, what she's doing when nobody's watching. Do you understand what I'm saying? Her character. This woman is making it happen. She is at a high chairman level, helping a lot of people around the world. Global leader, global visionary. And now I present to some and introduce to other. TV star, Bravo TV star, Thinking in Water, my girl, Dr. Joy.
Now there are 3 types of people, and most people are here, and this is where earned income is. That means that you have to, it's active income, you have to show up. Now what she's already started talking to you about now is going to move you into passive income. That means that you actually literally can go home, put a trade in, go to bed, and wake up in profit. Yes. Now what happens is most people never ever get to this income, which is portfolio income. And portfolio income basically is when you have the ability to buy real estate. All right. Okay. Oil wells. All right. Mining rights. Come on. And then gold and silver. Now what happens is these are all what we would call appreciating assets. Okay, now what's happening is you're going to get yourself to a point where you don't have to eat the principal, but you'll take your principal and put yourself in a position where now you can live off of the interest. Wow. This is where you want to be. Warren Buffett says this, that if you spend, or every financial product that you invest in needs to be making you at least 20%. This is the problem right now. CI is compounded interest. This is the problem now with your traditional 401k, your traditional annuities, CDs, bonds. CDs, bonds on average are only paying you out 1 to 2%. Annuities and mutual funds 4 to 8%. But inflation is 11%. So that means that you're behind the 8 ball. That's why most baby boomers are having to go back to work because the money that they've saved is not enough to sustain their lifestyle.
Teach us.
Not only that, we're living much longer lives. So therefore, we're here a lot longer, and people are running out, which is why the Sam Walton family got together, and now they're hiring baby boomers, which it breaks my heart every time I go into a Walmart and I see somebody who could be my grandmother sitting at the front desk. She has no business there, but because she didn't have the information. This is why it's so important that when you learn something new, many of you are learning something new tonight. You don't leave here and say, I'm going to think about it. You just have to make a decision. So what happens when you sign up tonight, you're not just signing up for another situation. This is not an Avon. This is not a Mary Kay. You are now entering into a community of people that believe that they are supposed to be wealthy, that they have been called to be wealthy. See, that's the thing about living an average life or a mediocre life. Even though you hate it, many times you won't do anything different to change it. But tonight that changes.
All right.
We are just completing the first half of 2017. These next 6 months, your decisions, the things that you decide to do are going to be critical, because before you know it, it'll be New Year's Eve and you'll be at somebody's church talking about it's my year turnaround. Tell the person next to you, it's time to make a decision. Tell somebody else, it's time to make a decision. Now let me say this. Every person in here has a financial gut. Everybody put your hand on your belly. Say a financial gut. That means that you might not understand all of the information. It is normal to have questions. You should have questions, but you have to learn how to trust your gut, because your gut is what will lead you to millions and millions of dollars. And I'm big on this because I think that the definition of a power couple is when two individuals have the right to trust their own gut, because that gut is what's going to lead them to flourish. And ultimately, the whole house is going to flourish.
You gotta come through, Jules.
So now let me help you with your mindset a little bit. Last year, my honey came to me. He said, I really want a beach house. I want a beach house in Florida. And I was like, oh, babe, that's great. He's from Florida. And so he woke up one morning and he called his best friend. They went down, flew down, and started looking at properties. When he got there, he FaceTimed me, he showed me some properties. I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. Then later on that evening, he sends me a picture sitting across from this adorable white couple signing papers. And I said, no, you didn't. He said, yes, I did. Now listen, if I would have had a poverty mindset, I would have said, how you not going to even ask your wife what she thinks?
You better teach us.
Because I have a wealth mindset, I said, boy, you so bossy, that's why I love you.
You better teach us.
I'm bossy.
So, listen, but for a minute, I was challenged.
Yeah.
Because my first school of thought was, I ain't even seen the joint.
Right.
I lay in that bed with him. Ain't nobody else gonna be laying in that bed. So my point is, though, what happens is, when you begin to expand, you begin to think differently. Your relationship with money changes. Money itself is not wealth. It simply facilitates the ability to buy goods, products, and services. It determines whether or not your children go to the Boys and Girls Club for summer camp, or whether or not you can send them over to Europe and study at the University of Switzerland. So it totally changes everything. So it's very important that when you hear these kinds of new ideas and concepts, that even though you weren't raised on them, that you are quick to receive. Because a poverty mindset will always never trust. People growth mindset trusts nothing. They think that everything is a scam. They think that everybody is crooked, which is why they have nothing.
You better tell it.
So what will happen as all this wonderful information is being communicated so articulately, so detailed, if you are not careful, those fences will start to rise up and say there's no way that all this can be real. But I'm telling you right now, it is happening, and it's going to happen whether you participate
Or not.
Yes, ma'am.
It don't even matter.
I don't know what your ideology or philosophies are about our president. It really doesn't matter. But it would behoove you to get this month's subscription of Forbes magazine. And they talk about his 36 billionaire business partners from across the globe and how they are leveraging their relationship. And they discuss his business model and his work ethic. Because if you understand the administration, then you will gain from the administration.
That's good.
Never spend all your time being angry with someone who has already created their own economy. You just need to create your own economy. So this is how you've been rolling. The best thing that you can do is shift over to here. So now that you have money to invest.
All right.
I woke up last year. There was an opportunity for me to buy an apartment or buy a condo in a high rise in downtown Atlanta. My gut said go with it. I didn't have to have a family meeting with my husband. I just said, honey, guess what I did? Why? Because I have my own money.
Right.
And so because I have my own money, I can choose to trust when I get a gut to move on something. I don't have to go back and ask for permission for something that God put in me. Okay? About a month ago, we've been moving around a lot, doing touring and things like that. I woke up, I said, you know what, it's time to get a Mercedes Sprinter. I called my assistant, I had her start looking for one, we found one. Guess what? Did I have to ask anybody's permission? No. And I love my honey. So if he was here, he would tell you that I was a good wife. Okay? But he also says, my honey respects her gut. And so now we rolling in the Mercedes Sprinter. Come on, somebody. Because now that is simply a tool. Come on, it is a tool to help me to accomplish a mandate. So what happens, what money does, is it puts you in a position to be able to accomplish the mandates that are upon your life. Because when you can't accomplish those mandates begin to dim. So what happens is you take this kind of cash flow that you're making every single day, and now God will begin to give you wealth strategies or hook you up with people that have a revelation on the wealth strategies so that you can truly find yourself being a multi-Dessa Centa millionaire within the next 3 to 5 years. Nothing will happen if you put it off, okay? Remember, the holiday will be here in one hot second. The question is how are you going to steward the rest of 2017? All right? So now these daily swing trades, the owner gives us these every single week. We get those in our email. He sends a video of why he's saying to trade it. Those trades stay in the market about 3 to 5 days. They last a little bit longer, but I would probably gather to say that 80 to 90% of Chris's swing trades lead to profit.
That's strong.
All right, in life, the only thing that no one can take from you are the skill sets that you develop.
Absolutely.
Okay, people understand. People with $1 billion mindset, $1 million mindset, understand that the world is changing. Remember, this is a skill set that no one will ever be able to take from you. Yes. Remember, the only difference between the rich and the poor is information.
Yes. Wow.
But the key is that once you get the information, now you must discipline yourself to implement what you have learned. Because many people are hearers, but everybody is not a doer, which is why only 5% of this nation is wealthy, because most people get excited about it. It becomes an emotion for them. But don't let it just be an emotion for you. Let it be a commitment.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Now, you're going to have access to education with our iML Academy. Over 50 recorded educational videos, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. You'll learn how to do technical analysis. You'll have access in English and also in other languages as well. I love our iML Academy. It breaks down, to the bare basics for you. Terminology, terms, all those things really, really, really help. Remember, the success is an inside job. It's what you think about yourself. It's about what standard you set for yourself. Everybody has a standard. Some of you need to reset your standard.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you allowed it to be compromised. Really fun. It's really, really fun. Let me tell you something. Trading is very fulfilling. Why? Because living your dream is very fulfilling.
Yes.
It's very empowering.
Yes.
When you can make decisions, and you don't have to make decisions based on lack or based on paycheck to paycheck. Well, I got to see what's going to happen with Ray, if he's going to get his bonus or not, and all that. Like for real. Like that is so humiliating. When I'm ready to spend, I don't have to call home and say, what do you think? A couple months ago, I knew it was time to upgrade my G-Wagon because we buy all pre-owned vehicles. And there's nothing wrong with new vehicles. I just like pre-owned because they're depreciating assets, so I don't like to put a lot of money into them. So I was literally driving an 03. Nobody would have known it was an 03. And I upgraded to an 09, but I didn't have to have a family meeting about that. That was empowering. Ladies, are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't got to go home and scratch your head. Well, we need to talk. That's so not cool. Right? I'm so over that. All right. So now what happens is, say, how do I get my monthly fee waived?
How do I get my monthly fee waived?
So if you were to tell two people about the exact same thing that you are doing, and they do it, then they will waive your monthly fee as long as they stay active. And I can tell you that our retention here is very high, because the key is to get people to make money. If they start making money, they are not going anywhere. Right. That $185 will be like spending $1.85. Okay? So now there's also another opportunity. If you decided that you wanted to educate other people financially, there's a very lucrative compensation plan where that's concerned, where the company will pay you to educate other people, but that's completely optional. Say optional. Optional. The most important thing that I want you to set your heart to is to get ready to go through a financial education for at least 1 year, to learn how to trade, to let the experts trade for you. That is the most important thing. If you tell no one, you need to do this for yourself.
Right.
You need to, because a second job is not your answer. You to come up to the front. I want to give you a big hug because I want to congratulate you because you said I am making a decision. Will I have questions? Yes. You'll get those questions answered. But if something on the inside of you, that financial gut, is saying this is something that I know that I need to do. And again, you're going to sign up with the person that you invited. But Dr. Chyna and I just want to shake your hand. We want to hug you. We want to let you know we're in this thing with you. We're going to all win together. We are in the finest hour of America right now. So if that's you, I want you to just come up here and just give us a big hug. We just want to congratulate you as you come. Come on, everybody. Let's give them a
If you are an IBO, if you are a customer, and you remember the trip that you took, the only way they need confirmation that they made the right decision. Because others gonna tell them that they didn't. We have to make sure we are louder than their frenemies.
Right.
Don't believe it.
So I want you to do one thing real quick. I want us to celebrate their decision to confirm that they made it.